Patrick Street, Blarney Castle, and St. Anne's Church. A few of the things you can see in Cork, Ireland, and if you go at the right time, you might see Rachel Gaffney.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Great. How are you guys?
Good.
Good morning.
Rachel, she has expanded her real Ireland brand on one thing, Irish butter shortbread cookies.
Yes,
We're gonna
yes,
make today. Good morning.
Good morning,
All right, you have
y'all.
all of us here to make cookies with you.
Okay. You want me to get started?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All
Because
right.
Tommy is going to cut the Irish shortbreads, actually. But
yeah.
first of all, where did you get the recipe, and what's the secret ingredient?
Okay, so this recipe, shortbread is around, there's Scottish shortbread and there's Irish shortbread. Mine is made with Irish butter. So it's flour, butter, sugar. That's 3 simple ingredients, right?
Okay.
But it's all
I love
about...
your accent, butter.
And it's all about the butter. It always is. So I use Kerrygold. I think everybody knows Kerrygold by now.
I've seen that in the
You can get it
grocery store,
everywhere,
yeah.
salted and unsalted. So I use the unsalted butter. And when you open it up, you can see the actual gold colour. And that's actually the naturally occurring beta-carotene that's in the grass that the cattle eat. In Ireland, the cattle are grass-fed, it comes through. So, and it has this very high fat content. Good fats, though.
I've spent a bit of time in Ireland. I've spent a bit of time in Ireland.
Good job, Jane.
Not bad. And I can tell you that there are a lot of cows and there's a lot of green.
And a lot of sheep.
And a lot of sheep. A lot of sheep, right. Okay. So you're going to cut cookies while we...
Okay.
While,
I'm going to
what's the first
challenge you,
step?
though, to cut cookies with an Irish accent. You can do it. Just accept my challenge.
Well, I don't think that'd be very difficult.
That's not bad.
You always end up sounding Jamaican.
I know.
So how do you do this? Rachel,
How am I
would you
doing?
explain?
First of all, how am I
Okay,
doing?
do you want me to try to make the shortbread first?
Yes.
So first of all, you have to take, let's put the cart before the horse. So you have to use flour, butter, sugar. So you take butter and sugar, and I cream those together first, and then I add the flour slowly. But I normally have a big mixer, but for this studio, I'm just using a hand mixer. And now, when you have a really big mixer, it's going to come together.
Can I do what happened earlier? I want to cover you to make sure that you don't get your beautiful blouse.
And then eventually we'll come together and form a big dough ball, which I did on Martha
Which
Stewart's
turns
show a
into
few
this.
years ago with the mixer. And then you roll it out to this consistency. And then what I do is this. You do a quick twist.
Try that
and
twist.
lay them out. Nice. And then you bake them in the oven for about 20 minutes. The tip is they should be the same color coming out as they are going in.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think
looking
this is
into your
really
Can I
eyes.
try that twist?
Of course you can. Good man yourself.
Very good.
Fantastic.
So
and then
you
you can
actually
add,
made these on Martha Stewart's show.
I did, yeah.
And you call Ireland a chef's pantry. Can you
I do.
explain that? Because
I
people
do.
don't think of Ireland as being a chef's pantry.
No, and this is where I get a little bit green with anger and envy, or whatever you want to call it. But on St. Patrick's
Very
Day,
appropriately put, though.
yes, it is. But on St. Patrick's Day, for the Irish, we only get one day of the year, and it's all about corned beef and cabbage and green beer, and that's not Ireland. Ireland is, I call it, the country's like one big chef's pantry. Our ingredients are fantastic, from the seafood, the oysters, the oyster festivals, the shrimps, and our food is phenomenal.
Well,
it's world-class standards.
You actually taught me earlier that green isn't your color. It's actually blue.
Well, our original colour is this blue, this cobalt blue, because St. Patrick wore blue vestments. He didn't wear green. He also used a shamrock to tell the story of the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's why the shamrock was used for St. Patrick's Day. So the symbol for Ireland is actually the harp, not the shamrock.
Wow.
And that's what I do. I talk about Ireland, my real Ireland, the Ireland I know and that I grow up in. We don't go around wearing green. We actually love clothing. Love clothes.
Well, you love fashion.
We love fashion.
She likes what we wear. She watches.
I love fashion.
Okay.
Isn't that nice?
So I want to ask you 2 questions. First of all, these 2 are different. Do you use different flavorings? And which one should Tommy try?
Okay, so this is the Irish butter. This is also Irish butter, but I have some ground espresso and some Belgian chocolate.
Okay.
Oh, which one do you want?
I'm on a diet.
So you want to?
Can I tell? I use this butter when I make my bulletproof coffees.
like them?
Yes.
And
Yes,
my coffee
very
comes out
nice.
so rich and so delicious, and I can just smell it. Just I know this is raw dough here,
Hey,
but
this
it
is
smells
what Martha did as well to me. She's like, "Here, smell your butter." I'm like, this is not fashion with smelling ingredients.
So what part of Ireland
Like
are
all
you
butter.
from?
I'm from
it's
Cork.
so yummy.
From Cork.
In fact, I'm taking people
Which
to
is
Cork
the
with me in
southern
September
part of Ireland.
on the south. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So tell us about the trip you're doing in September
I do a lot
and
of
how people can go.
Okay, I do a lot of culinary
Back this way
tours.
for a cookie.
Well, actually, I do one a
I
year.
knew you would do that.
And this September, I'm taking people on a culinary tour for 10 days. They come with me, and we're doing Limerick and Cork. We're doing the famous Ballymaloo House and Cooking School. We're staying in castles, country house properties. We're doing the coastlines. We're going to learn about the mussels and the oysters and seaweed foraging. We're going to go to all the gin distilleries. but basically you're just going to have a great time.
So I have a question. Do you play golf, and are you going to play any golf?
Yes.
Do you play golf?
Have you been to
I do
Ireland
not
to
play golf.
You don't play
I
golf?
do not play golf. Maybe I'll try one day.
I do play golf, and we went as a family to Ireland a few times because McGarry, what are you going to do with that name?
True.
So my son must have lost 1,000 golf balls in the ocean. Seriously, 1,000.
Really?
Oh, every one of his shots
Yeah.
went in the ocean. It's a beautiful country, though. So if you get the chance to go with Rachel, I would totally take her.
Would you go back and play golf there
Oh,
again?
yeah.
Or
It's
do-
one of the prettiest countries I've ever been
I'll go
to.
drive
been
you
to
around.
it. It's
I'm
unbelievably
a
beautiful.
great
I
driver.
think you should have a show from there.
I think that's a great idea. Let's do that, Alana.
Tell me you're
Okay.
invited too. You can go.
Okay,
with me.
I'll
It's
come.
cool.
Rachel
Morning
has
text.
more. Okay, and you have more Irish recipes on your website. Okay, the website you can go to for all this
what's
is
that?
rachelgaffneys.com to check out the trips and all kinds of information.